What's going on, March champion? 131 zone. MooRooM. It's a beautiful day, beautiful day. It is the evening time. Children are asleep. So for today, what did we learn? Stay on our path. Definitely. Keeping on our schedule. And that schedule is the 528, 10, 10, 131. So keeping to that and knowing what I build from it, knowing what that unlocks within me. Yeah. And also choosing peace and the work that it takes to get to that. There's control over others that you have to accept to let go. For myself, yes. But that's good. That's, I look at that like yes, that's the goal for me. I won't be fucking around with that shit. Like for real, I don't want to be messing around with that. Like looping over and over on some like pettiness that is stemmed from trauma. You know what I'm saying? Just not looked at again because, just and whatnot, and knowing that there are steps to take, practices to practice, and transmute that energy, replace it, visualize, meditate. Whew, man. So it's all building. It's all building. Continue. Build, 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 build. Mm. When I slow down, when I accept who I am, I'm like, oh, okay. And don't take it so personal, you know. And that takes time. That takes, and when I say time, it takes practice, right? We're watching Spider-Man tonight, No Way Home, and it's like every superhero's journey, Heru's journey, is the getting caught up in reacting to everyone's plea to be saved. And that's how you, quote unquote, spread yourself thin. You stretch yourself. or you feel like you're being pulled in so many directions. You know, that's all internal. And internal is manifesting itself out here, so you can solve it. Be like, hmm, but, yeah, you can. Ooh. Continuously write it down. Write this shit down. You got an idea? Write it down. You got a funny feeling? Write it down. You have an emotion? Write it down. Tap into it. Let yourself know side. Say what you mad about. Like, be honest with yourself. Like, what are you actually mad about? What are you actually crying about? What is it? And when you accept the emotion, you can take a look at it and say, okay, when was the last time I was like this? And it's like, what do you want to, what do you, how would you like this to be next time? It's like, I don't want it to be this way in a way again. It's like, and unsticking yourself from that and saying, I want to be joyful, or it not even matter. Because, you know what I'm saying? Or being able to laugh at it, make a joke, smile, keep going, reply with kindness and generosity. I say it for myself too, because that is needed. Take care, man. You don't get to get too hard on yourself like that. We have many ways of not staying in that. You know what I'm saying? If something happens, something go down, I mean, yeah, tap into that emotion. But just know that you ain't got to stay there. You ain't got to stay there. And for today, I want to read. Let's read. Spiritual Growth, Being Yourself by Sanaya Roman. We thank you. Yes, yes, yes. An actual book. Let's see where we at. I think we are here. Lifting the veils of illusion. So before we read, we should set my own intentions. You set yours. And Wow. Cancel. Let's share the screen first and the sound. Because I don't even know if the sound has been on. That's funny. Yeah, before we start the reading. Ooh. Oof. Oof. I'm gonna breathe. A couple minutes. Some ins and some outs. Set your intentions before we start the reading. Whatever you want to get out of it, whatever you desire, whatever you're here for. Yeah. So even if it's just a hey, thank you for some more information about to get. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, you never know. It could be that one sentence, could be that one sentence that unlocked that key to that one door that you've been praying for. You've been begging for, waiting for, practicing for, putting in the work for. That one paragraph could be that one paragraph that opened it up. Where you finally put that 2 and 2 together to make 22. You know what I'm saying? Like, so let's see how much is this? Just start this from the beginning, turn it up a little bit. Ins and outs. We good. Isn't it amazing what you can do in like 4 minutes, 5 minutes? That's that both us in harmony. Shoot them up. Shoot them up, shoot them up, shoot them up, shoot them up. But with like when you slow down the breath, you slow down your breath, you slow down your breathing, you clear out those toxins that you are bombarded with on a nanosecond basis. Like you are being bombarded daily, hourly, by the minute, by the second. So slow that breath down. Yeah. Once you accept many things about yourself, you're now able to upgrade yourself. And you get to tell your own story. Shouts to Miss Blue for that. You get to tell your own story. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the visualizations. Speaking of visualizations, I need to write that down. Write your meditations down too. Write your meditations down. Saying it's like 10:30 p.m. It's today, 124. Yeah. Write what you do in your meditations too, because some things gonna link up as well. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's good. It's being grateful is it's like gratitude changes the course of whatever your fear thought it was going to be. It's like when you recognize your abundance, you like, the things that I've been using, you know, the meditations I've been doing, the books I've been reading, the lectures I've been listening to, the videos I've downloaded, the movies that I watched and broke down, the traumas that I accepted about myself and forgave myself and forgave others, and found ways to transmute that anger, to accept myself when I cry, accept myself when I am angry, accept myself when I am upset, and realize that I do not have to stay here. And not only that, there are practices of letting go of those, and we don't have to do that anymore. That doesn't have to be part of my story anymore. It doesn't have to be, oh man, you know her, you know she always, you know he always act like that, when you know how he always get, you know how she is. Come on now, we know that. Them shits is loops. But it's a loops for us to break through that shit. Break through that. So not only do we get through it, we don't have to say it to ourselves, so we don't have to project that fear, that underlying, that subliminal fear onto someone else, in which we're gonna get defensive or they are trying to walk around on eggshells around us so they don't offend us. So yeah, when we forgive ourselves, forgive others, takes a lot of pressure off of everything. You know what I'm saying? And that allows folks to be free. And whenever you're free, man, you can really say what you really want to say, what you really desire to say. Like that small talk could turn into valuable, useful conversations. You know what I'm saying? Um, and also you get to analyze the people that you're around. Like you really get to appreciate and be grateful for the energy, the people that you converse with, the people that you go out with, the people that you hang with. Maybe it's the people you go to church with, or maybe it's the people at the school on the sports teams or anything like that. Like you get to value your time with others because it is a boost, not only just some ego boost. It's a, you know what, when I'm around such and such, I am able to unlock this within myself. I am able to unlock joy. I am able to unlock communication. I am able to unlock healing. I am able to unlock laughter. I am able to unlock, you know what I'm saying, when I talk to this person or whatever, I will unlock creativity. You know, there are some people that it's almost as if you're only around them for like ideas and collaborations and whatnot. Sometimes it could be like that. Hey, who knows? Who knows the contract that the relationship that some of us have had in previous forms? You know what I'm saying? So, what it is, but you get to move by faith on that. You get to move by faith on that. Ooh, there are practical ways of doing that too. Gee. Yeah. Let's see. All right. Maybe that's a yes to the whole thing, or maybe like some of the thing. But, is there any? I've got some creativity going. It's real dope. I would like to say thank you to Drea and Dreamwise for providing space for those to build, recover, and know more about themselves, especially you know what I'm saying? It's dope to be able to be in a space in which you can sync yourself while linking with others. You know what I'm saying? And within that link, you are able to sync yourselves to different points of view, different perspectives, because those different perspectives then open up portals for yourself. And it also gives you an opportunity to be comfortable with being able to say, you know what? That person did hurt me when I was 8, and I did hold that against them. You know what? I did break up with that person over this, but it was really about this, and I tried to keep it from them. And it kind of reminds me of that time in middle school. Oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? Like, so find yourself a tribe and build your own. You know, like you've been building one already. The last 6 months of your life is probably a top 10 bestseller. I would say on Amazon, it's a top 100. And hey, when it's your book, like, come on now, when it's your book. So you we have stories, we have much to be thankful for, we have much to be grateful for. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta get hype off the pain. You don't have to. Like, you don't have to take that pain and smash it in somebody else's face and smash it down the throat, because it's your throat that you're smashing it down, which is why you probably, you know what I'm saying, you probably your throat, you know what I'm saying, you either not using it or you're going all the way. And I say that because I know. Oh, I know. So yeah, shit, it's okay. I mean, like, we all didn't get that programming, so, you know, different channels, same programming. It is what it is. This is, you know, you have those times where you're like, but believe me, you will definitely get through that, and you will get through that by letting go of it, accepting that it's part of the journey to, you know, lose yourself, so to speak, and find yourself once again and become anew. And however that means. Maybe you was an ass shaker before, and now you're just gonna be a spiritual ass shaker now. More cautious of how you shake your ass, where, when, what to, what for. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe, you know. So no, just because you're on a path doesn't mean you're gonna quit everything that you're doing. Sometimes it means that even when you feel like you're quitting everything, you're gonna come right back to many of those things to rebuild again. Generator, operator, destroyer. Yep, you get all of it, all the power. Mm-hmm. Or perceived choice power. However, hey man, however you feel you go about it, do it. The task has to be done regardless. So the tasks that we have to do, they gotta be done. They gonna be done, whether we doing them or somebody gonna come through and tear shit down. So we have to do it. So, you know, send yourself as much courage as you can, as you feel, as you want, as you desire. Tap into the gods and the goddesses and the energy streams that were left here, that everyone's taking a part in. So, like, you should be unlocking those and activating those from within. We were gonna read, weren't we? We were gonna read Lifting the Veils of Illusion. Like I said, this is Spiritual Growth, Being Your Higher Self by Sanaya for me. All right. Let's see what we gonna get from there. It's gonna be dope. You know, it's gonna be dope. Lifting the veils of illusion. Lifting the veils of illusion means being able to remember who you are and what your higher purpose is. It is going beyond the illusions created by living in the density of matter and remembering the truth of the higher realms. It is knowing that your consciousness is your primary casual reality. It is learning to see the world through the eyes of your higher self, knowing what is truth and what is illusion. Reality and truth depend upon your rate of vibration. The higher your vibration, the more you are able to love yourself and view others with compassion. At one level of vibration, revenge may be a way to handle the feeling of feeling wrong. Revenge would be that person's truth. At a higher vibration, that person might understand cause and effect, know the power of sending love to one who wronged him or her. As you increase your vibration, your truth will expand and the veils of illusion will disappear. Fuck with that. Are you kidding me? Hey, yo. Right here. This right. See? This that shit, man. That, man. This is like Steph dropping 10 threes in the first half. Like, just pulling up from 35 feet. Like, this is like when Dame, like, right off tip off, will pull up from 40 feet. And you're just like, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? My eyebrows ain't even sweating yet. And you already pulling up from 40 feet. Like, the ref ain't even got his whistle right. His shoes ain't even creased yet. You already pulling up from 40. At one level of vibration, reality and truth depend upon your rate of vibration. The higher your vibration, the more you are able to love yourself and view others with compassion. At one level of vibration, at one level, and we've been there. I've been there. Are you kidding me? Like, vindictiveness was on the other end of the polarity for me. Yeah. Revenge may be a way to handle the feeling of feeling wronged. Justice. I'm a Stevenson, a son of Stephen. Saint Stephen. Stephen in the Bible. Over here, an energy of wanting that justice. A Libra. The Libra's like, come on, man. And an Aries. Woo. And just being like, you know what? Not being stuck by that, because I was stuck to those because I didn't know about them. So therefore, the energy was able to just do whatever, and I just flowed with it, and just sometimes not even flow, just be like whatever. But the more you know about something, the less fear there is, or unknowingness, or you know what I'm saying. So the more you know, the more you be covered. So, and revenge would be that person's truth. Like, yeah, that was my truth before. Ooh. At a higher vibration, a person might understand cause and effect and know the power of sending love to one who wronged him or her. That's that transmutation. See, that's what you want. This is what you writing down. This is what you desiring in this motherfucker. You feel me? God damn it, shit. This that shit right there. This is that shit. This right here. This is like, because you're gonna get to a point where you're like, man, I'm tired of feeling like this when this motherfucker come around. Or I'm tired of not going somewhere because somebody else gonna be there. Or I'm tired of somebody else not showing up because we gonna be in the same spot. Or you know what I'm saying? It's just being like, I don't feel like this anymore. Well, you know what? This is one way. I mean, and in this book, of course, you know what I'm saying, you got chapters and shit. I mean, you know, fuck with me. I mean, fuck with this. Goddamn. Right there. And show you all the steps, goddamn. Yeah. At a higher vibration, a person might understand cause and effect and know the power of sending love to one who wronged him or her. There is. I've done it. I do it. Like, and when, you know, like listening to those lectures and those shows of Miss Blue and Brother Bilal and Brother Seafried Manel and Brother Dr. Lean Bay and Brother Panic Bobby Emmett, like Brother Yosef, Dre and Dream Wise, Asir, like, yo, listening to Asir and Bobby Emmett makes sports like so easy to watch. Like we like, especially like numbers and our literal history and the signs and symbols and Rams and Buccaneers and Giants, and you know, it's dope. It's dope. So but yeah, just seeing the proof and just, you know, sending that love is like, man, that's some of the dopest shit. And just knowing that just gotta be like more levels to that too. So, you know, the power of sending love. We're just sending love from within. You know what I'm saying? It's not you going out here and just buying flowers and making Facebook posts, or, you know, like trying to ingratiate yourself in other people or make people like you and stuff like that. No. You send the love. And when you read about it, when you study it, you'll see the difference. You'll see the difference from how we were brought up, how you were yourself programmed in such a way, and then you'll see the practical ways to get through that, and then you'll be like, okay, I get it now. But until you do it, you know, it's just, you know, stuff in the book, hearsay, what somebody else said. Yeah, it sounds good to say something somebody else said, but when you actually do that thing and you see that it works for you, man, that's a different right there. That's a whole different, because you talk about, you want a house, go ahead, send love to all, to those loans, those loan places, those banks, that real estate agent. Send it, and send it to yourself as well, because somewhere you're nervous, somewhere you're holding something. It's all right. Just send some love. Those vibrations matter. And you'll see it. You'll see for yourself. And you'll see it in your own way. You see it in your own way. I'm just speaking off what I've been through. Let's see. Let's keep going. Illusions promise to give you one thing, but actually give you something else. You may have experienced this when you got something you wanted and it did not give you what you thought it would. One woman thought that having a baby would solve all her problems with her husband. After having one, she realized that the baby brought her much joy, but did not solve the problems she had with her husband. Some people think that material wealth will solve all their problems. They often learn as they accumulate money that their problems increase unless they work directly on solving them. They come to realize that money cannot give them inner peace, solve their relationship problems, or make them feel safe until they work directly on those issues. How might your life change if all the illusions were gone and you could know the higher truth? That was one of the questions or prompts from Miss Blue that really stuck out in my mind years back. Years back, like a year and a half, 2 years. Just hearing those questions of how would life be for you if everything were perfect? Like, what would your life be if all those stories that you tell yourself, all those stories that you tell others were actually perfect? No bumps in the road, nobody pulling you over. There's the gas tank never even moves. It's on full all the time. There ain't no lights. Ain't no red lights for you. Ain't no traffic. Ain't no overbearing boss. Ain't no limit on the money. You know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff. Like, what would your life be? What would you be? What would you be doing? How would you feel if everything were perfect for you? You know what I'm saying? You visualize that. Let's keep going. You would create those things that fulfilled you and best represented who you are. You would be able to accurately assess situations and know what action to take to produce the results you wanted. You would know what level to come from as you talk and work with people, because you would recognize the level of their understanding and development. You would tell yourself the truth about things, about how things are, and look beyond appearances to know what is real. You would not necessarily believe in what people told you. You would know what was true for you. You would stand by your beliefs, even if the others around you believed in something different. You would have a clear vision of your purpose and know what actions to take to accomplish it. You would see beyond people's personalities to their higher selves. You would not let self-doubts or thoughts that you are not good enough to pull you from your path. Believing in yourself and your path, you would have a greater strength and courage to carry out your work. Now, I would say, honestly, go back and read this, but change all them U's to I's. How might my life change if all the illusions were gone and I could know a higher truth? Shit, better make that into an affirmation. Shit, that's a mission statement. That's them bars right there. You can take these 2 paragraphs and you can build a nation with that. I would create those things that fulfill me and best represented who I am. I will be able to accurately assess situations and know what action to take to produce the results I wanted. I would know what level to come from as I talked and worked with people, because I would recognize the level of their understanding and development. I would tell myself the truth about how things are and look beyond appearances to know what is real. I would not necessarily believe in what people told me. I would know what is true for me. I would stand by my beliefs, even if others around me believed in something different. I would have a clear vision of my purpose and know what actions to take to accomplish. I will see beyond people's personalities to their higher selves. I will not let self-doubts or thoughts that I were not good enough pull me from my path. Because believing in myself and my path, I will have greater strength and courage to carry out my work. Like I say, all it takes is a couple sentences, a couple words together, and next thing you know, you're exactly where you always dreamed you were going to be. Come on. Like, that's that's just me. So I'll take this for myself. So how we play this one? We take this and we're just gonna write this down. I'm gonna write it down. Or I might just print it out and tape it up on the wall. Say it every day. And this book is full of let go of your judgments to see beyond illusions. We were speaking on that when I first pushed record. See, that's what I'm saying. Spirit know what you want, what you desire, what you have. We could have been on any book. Could have picked any book. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I was looking at Cosmic Inner Smile. But look at this. Look at all these books. And I ain't doing no. Look at all these books. See me on this stuff with the books and shit. What I'm saying is, look at all of these choices. I could have checked it was right here. And I could have gone to any chapter. But I went here. So that's what I'm saying. It's like spirit know what you after. You know what I know what I'm after. You know what I'm saying? That unknown known. It's like that unknown unknown. It's like, yo, I know something I have a knowing. That source up. You already know. All right, let's finish this up and give myself something to drink, take a shower, meditate on what we got here. We got some good things here, man. Like, that's like not even halfway through or to the meditation yet. And that's to me, that's right there is a great for putting in with your foundation. Continue to build on it. I'm saying, all right, there's more to do. There's more to transmute. There's more that I can clear up out of here so we can get this vision clear. Because believing in myself and my path, I will have greater strength and courage to carry out my work, not somebody else's work, not my mama's work, not my daddy's work. You know what I'm saying? Not my kids' work, not my mate's work, my work. When I was very young, some of you did not want to see your reality as it was and slowly closed down your vision. Some of you literally reduced your seeing and had to wear glasses to restore your vision. Affirm that you are now ready to see the world clearly. Some people find their eyesight improving when they decide they are willing to see the world as it really is and lift the veils of illusion. Make that it. Affirm that I am ready to see the world clearly. So yeah, that did something for you. Yeah, if it don't, no, it will. Somehow, some way. However you take in your info. It's however you taking your info. However you get down, so however you get down. You know what I'm saying? So, we got part 2 on this. All right, let's get it. So stop share, and thank you for coming through one time. Mars champion, MooRooM. Grateful to speak on the truth again, and you know, even though I really enjoy talking, you know, even when it's reading, um, I like to do more than just read out loud and just hear my voice and gather information. Like these are tools. These are weapons to use in your time of need. Like this is your lemonade, your glass of tea on the beach. You know what I'm saying? Like when the world is doing what the world is doing, like you won't always have to have your sword and your shield out, like like slashing shit all the time. Like it's gonna be some days you're gonna be in your hammock, like yo, what up? Got my feet up. So it's for that as well, and that's what clearing up the space does. It allows you to see that you can activate joy as well. Like you don't always have to be on the defense. You don't always have to be in protective mode. You don't always got to be in mama bear mode. You know what I'm saying? You don't always got to be like that. Like there's times that it's okay to relax. It is. It really is. It's okay to relax. Like I know we got called lazy a lot. I know we got called lazy. I know we got called lazy and all these other names. And just because you didn't want to do chores or you didn't do your chores, or I know we got told we weren't good enough. Oh, look, I've been there too. I've been there too. I know it's okay. I know it's okay. It's okay. But you know what you do? You just close your mind. You go back to those times and you just hug yourself. You just hug yourself. And you just tell yourself it's going to be all right. And you say it's going to be all right because you know it is. Because here you stand. You forgive yourself. You let go of that judgment. Forgive whoever's around that time too. Because they was under that same type of mind programming as you. Like everything that you've been through, whoever did it to you, been going through that same shit. You know what I'm saying? Does that absolve everything? Who knows? But I do know from an inner level that takes the responsibility of me giving a fuck. Take some of them fucks back. You gave too many out. Take them fucks back. You know what I'm saying? Take back the fucks, man. Because we gave a lot of that. We gave a lot out. Like, man, I don't give a fuck. I don't give this. I'm not. Like, take the fucks back, man. It's like we have so much emotion stored up in these certain news cycles, and they just trigger. They're built-in triggers. They're built in. You know what I'm saying? It's like an interstate. It's like, oh, it's so lovely, and then it's like, oh man, traffic jam. It's built in. There's built-in bullshit. So it's like once you keep seeing that same old, like develop, it's like there are key ways of developing, so you ain't gotta go back through that shit. So you can be on your actual path and do what you here to do. Same for me. Like, so I can do what I'm here to do. And yeah, so it's a beautiful one. Thank you once again. Lost champ. MooRooM. Shouts to Bone Thugs on me for this, because these are some dope vibes, dope affirmations with these as well. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you.